Welcome to the Lovecraft Tapes. I am Jeremy, your keeper of arcane lore, and we play Call of Cthulhu, a horror role-playing game based upon the fictional works of H.P. Lovecraft. Your investigators of the unknown are Brian, as Special Agent Jack Whiteside.
Well, I'm not that special anymore, but don't tell my mom.
And Gabe, as Special Agent Roy Arroyo.
Is it bad that I based my entire existence off of Saturday Night Fever?
The answer is no, of course. And Matt as Detox.
Boy, one day with these guys, and I already feel like dropping my head into a bottle of plunk.
Nice. Welcome, players. Let's begin by checking for any letters from beyond. On Twitter, at Beardless Viking says, I love your podcast. It is well done and played. I have tried many of your recommendos to my enjoyment. I have wondered, though, how do I get some of your brews? Do you have a store? And I actually answered this gentleman. I do not have a store because I'm a home brewer, and I am legally bound to not sell my stuff. So, but who knows? Keep listening and following us on social media. And maybe one of these days, there will be a special party for the Lovecraft Tapes folks. And you might get a chance to sample it there. Tonight, I am drinking Boomstick Brews, The Color Out of Space, Part 1.
Oh, I didn't get to try that.
Which is Brian's favorite, a habanero blackberry saison. Very spicy.
Yes, but it's
I'm
a ghost
reasonably
pepper
certain that our
spicy.
fans would murder us.
Make sure
Well, that's the fun.
Last time I drink a beer, when Jeremy walks up to me and says, "Here, drink this."
True story. At Joshua Grotting says, I'm on episode 22. Sometimes it takes a little while to get the story ball rolling. That's RPGs. The Future Vacation episodes were funny just because everybody was just role-playing a vacation while actively avoiding plot hooks. LOL. And, of course, that was the Contented Cow episodes. And at I Swing a Bit More says, you're doing great, and you'll only grow and get better the more you work, so keep it up. Also, just listened to the last ep this morning. Fantastic ending to the chapter.
I love that name. Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
Is that what it means?
That's what it's from.
I Swing a Bit More?
Yep.
Nice.
Swings a little bit, I swing a bit more.
Love it. Well,
Ventriloquists.
Nice. We do love to hear from our listeners, so please, please, please drop us a letter from beyond anytime. Whether you're on Google+, Facebook, or Twitter, you can just search for Lovecraft Tapes to get in touch, or check our website at thelovecrafttapes.com for links to our Discord server, where we chat with our fans in real time, or send email to podcast@thelovecrafttapes.com. And only if I were an English major, maybe I could actually type this shit.
What's an email?
I don't. Yeah, exactly. Millennial. You're ruining retail. Also,
and bananas. No, I don't know.
Also, if you're interested in supporting our show, get some perks at patreon.com/lovecrafttapes and get some gear at teespring.com/stores/lovecrafttapes. And speaking of merchandise, it is time for a quick commercial break. And we're back.
Good job, Matt.
Thanks. I didn't know if I could pull off a tap number that quickly, but I think it went rather well.
That's true. It did.
You think the cane and the hat, were those too much? Or
No, but you probably don't need the little felt hands on the side of your Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Well, you guys, if we all pool our fortunes together, perhaps we can afford exactly one half of that product. Plant it in the ancient Indian burial ground on top of yonder hill, then watch as the sickly branches grow toward moonlight like grotesque fingers supplicating to a long-dead god, until, at long last, profit.
I think that's true. Well, Underpants is in there somewhere, too.
I've also seen Pet Sematary.
How come it always has to be that yonder hill? How come it can't
It's
be
yonder
the hill
hill.
that's incredibly close to our house and not at all inconvenient to walk to the top
Because
of?
you never go down there, okay?
No,
It's not my fault. The hill that's incredibly close to our house and is really convenient to walk to the top of is like a 30-minute drive.
Well, unfortunately, Dan, you're thinking of Honda Hill.
That might be
That's
what
the
it
close
is.
one. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
sort of underground. But all right, now, dear investigators, we continue. Chapter 7, Bloodlines. Previously on the Lovecraft tapes. Much to the chagrin of Jack and Roy, the mysterious stranger who appears in Blaine Manor identifies himself only as Detox, claiming to know more about Dan's disappearance, that he is on a quest which might actually disrupt the space-time continuum, and how certain dangerous individuals are hot on his trail. Immediately after explaining these dangerous individuals have tendrils throughout law enforcement, including the FBI, the phone rings and emits telltale clicking noises the trio recognizes as surveillance. Detox leads the two investigators to a hidden lair in the warehouse district where they unscramble the data on Dan's damaged cell phone to uncover 3 clues about his whereabouts. Detox. Utilizing your particular set of skills, you've managed to extract some recent data from the SIM card in Dan's mangled mobile. A Google Keep note that simply reads, Winoka Point, 1987. Then 2 phone numbers, one for Somerset Self-Storage and one for Kingfish Charters. Knowing time is of the essence, if you intend to find Dan before anyone else does, it might be time to split up the 3 clues amongst your group.
Yeah, there's 3 of them, so
3 people? 3
One,
clues?
there's 3 of us, so
Like Kismet.
Wait.
4. Nope, that's not it.
I don't get one.
no, sorry.
Nope, it's Jeremy's going to get one of the clues.
Nice.
All right. I managed to pull some information off the cell phone here. If you guys want to come on over, we might be able to figure something out.
All over where?
You don't want to know.
All right, man.
Okay, so I got a keep note. Do either of you know what a Winoka Point is?
Windows, Nokia, what?
Winoka was that was in the title of an episode of Little House on the Prairie.
Maybe we should go to the library and do some research.
Is Little House on the Prairie on Netflix or Hulu, perhaps?
No.
We should.
Man.
Well, we could watch every episode and find out.
Yeah.
Let me guess, you have it on a VHS tape back at your house.
I don't know how you know that, but whatever.
It's
It's
what I
not
do,
mine,
but-
by the way. I have daughters.
Uh-huh.
So
Sure thing.
You don't.
When-
You're mean.
Okay. So if either one of you want to start looking up Winoka Point, or I can give each of you a phone number, you can call them up and see what happens.
Yeah, I'll look up Winoka Point. I wanna check that.
Roy, why don't you come over here? I'll give you a phone number. You can call it and see what that leads to.
Is it 8675309?
How'd you know? It's just
Hello? Oh,
You got it. You got it.
okay. Roy, I need you to call number 443-871-4399. Okay?
Hold on, I can't understand your dumb accent. Go a little slower, please.
Give me a phone and I'll dial for you because you obviously ain't gonna get this anytime soon.
But I'm actually gonna call it, so you need to say it again.
443
All right.
871
All right.
4399.
I'm
Okay.
gonna call
if you
the
want,
number.
you can start looking at Winoka Point. I have to go check a couple of the satellites on the roof of the trailer real fast. Reception's a bit spotty. I will be right back, and I'm just gonna out the back door and up a ladder onto the roof of the trailer.
ew.
All right. So let's begin with Roy.
I'm gonna call the number.
All right. So you dial. Let me make sure I got that right. 9934. Yeah, that's right. Okay. And you guys can see those notes, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Keep note and then the 2 numbers.
Yep.
And I believe I've given you... Matt can edit these. So what I'm going to do is... Well, as you find stuff out, Matt, you can add your notes to it. Okay? What do you
Roy's really calling.
Oh, yeah. That's fine. Also, I do need to take a quick break here for you guys and remind you to double check your secret notes.
I did.
Okay, good. Just
and I told them to as well.
Awesome, good. So you're up to speed on all that stuff.
Yeah,
so
we shared everything.
Great. So let's start with Roy. He dials 443-871-9934, and
I did it. It said that the number was offline.
Cool. And so what really happens is you get a recorded message, and it says, "Hi, you've reached Kingfish Charters. We'll return your call as soon as we dock. Have a great day." And let's go to Brian.
It backfired.
Sorry, Jack Whiteside. So you were given the dubious task of Winoka Point in 1987, correct?
Yep.
Awesome. So what are you going to be doing to research this?
I'll check on my phone and just look up Winoka Point and see if I can find anything.
Great. Why don't you go ahead and give me a library use?
But I have a Google.
You might want to have a doctor take a look at that.
No, I got a Google roll.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Library. I needed a 50. I rolled a 3. That's an extreme success.
All right. So you get quite a few bits of information here. So you're searching through your phone, looking up Winoka Point, 1987, nice little starting point, and you immediately happen upon a piece of information that there was once upon a time, back in 1987, pre-1987 actually, a place called Winoka Point Research Center. And in 1987, it was renamed to Bloodsworth Island. All right. Now, because you rolled so nicely, you get quite a few more pieces of information here. So
all right.
Get ready.
I solved it, guys.
Get ready.
Old Man Jenkins.
Old Man Jenkins. So you're browsing around and looking up that Winoka Point Research Center, and what you gather. Let me just double check this real quick here. And we're gonna. I'm actually going to move this elsewhere, I think. So we'll give you this other piece of information. So you run across a sort of connecting article that is just very faintly linked to that main article, where essentially it just says it's like a scrap of data that you came across that said Winoka Point Research Center was renamed in 1987 to Bloodsworth Island. But then you also, as you're searching for Bloodsworth Island and Winoka, you stumble upon a 1992 story by investigative reporter Henrietta Krantz, who claimed that Nobel Prize-winning biochemist Gregory Dodson not only worked at Winoka Point, but died there in an incident in 1985, and not in a plane crash as was originally reported.
Ooh.
Now, proof of her claim was never presented, as shortly after her story broke, she committed suicide using carbon monoxide from a running car in a closed garage. Her husband, Jordan, was interviewed by the Topeka Capital, a local newspaper, and KTKA, local ABC News affiliate, claiming Henrietta did not commit suicide, but was killed as part of a government cover-up. Wow. Her husband, Jordan Krantz, who made these claims in turn, died 3 days later in a house fire labeled as accidental. And those are the pieces of information you can find about Winoka Point and Winoka Point Research Center.
Nice. I would like to save those pages into my Google Drive. So I can refer to all the details that I just received
So what I'll
at
do,
another time.
Yep. What I'll do is in that keep note, I'll go ahead and add some of that detail for you.
Beautiful.
Excuse me. All right. 1992 story, blah, 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 blah. Copy that. And I'm going to paste that in here. Just one thing would be good. Boop. And save those changes for you. So you should see that pop up for you.
Thank you.
And also, I'm going to do one little thing here.
Got it. Perfect.
I'm going to add one more little deal to do. So, Winoka Point Research Center was renamed in 1987 to Bloodsworth Island. And save those changes. There you go.
Thank you.
So, now, Detox. You clambered up on the roof. Were you going to call that other number? Is that what the whole deal was?
Yeah, I just wanted to get away from them.
Okay, sure. So you clamber up on the roof and dial the other number. 410-651-5775. And I think we've already established this is afternoon, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And was this on this was on Sunday, though, wasn't it? This is the same day as the brunch, right? The monthly brunch? Last day.
Yeah,
last
so
Sunday
it
of
would
the
be
month?
Sunday, wouldn't it?
Yep. All right, so the phone rings for a couple times, and then a lady answers. She's like, "Hello, Somerset Self Storage."
Yes. Hello. I'm just inquiring. I'm
Are
moving
you
into the
from a
area.
different country?
Yes, I am.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Let me guess. France. Is it France?
No, it's
It's not
Australia.
France. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I'm usually pretty good at this. I watch Jeopardy all the time.
Sure. I'm moving into the area, and I want to just inquire, like, where you were and like what your rates were for units and that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I can get you that information. Do you have an email address? Maybe I can just fire it over.
Oh, right. Email address. You can shoot your information over to my email. It's justanothercrazyhacker01@gmail.com.
All right. Yeah, I've got that down. Now, is that the actual number 0, or is it spelled out 0?
No, it's the number 0.
Okay, got it. Oh, well, okay, yeah, I can get that right over to you. Now, are you looking for something like on a weekly basis, monthly, annually? You do save quite a bit of money if you go annual.
I'm trying to kind of get in. I was thinking maybe for a couple of months until I find a bit more of a permanent residence.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's what most people do. You know, we get some people who just come and go real quick.
Also, I'm kind of picky about certain things. Do you guys kind of like come over and take like a tour of your facility? Like look at your storage spaces, see if they're really going to kind of fit what I want.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on by any time.
Okay, I'll probably swing by sometime later today.
Okay. Well, what brings you out in this neck of the woods?
Work. Coming over here because I found a nicer opportunity than what I used to have. You know, gotta keep working for that money.
Oh, well, are we be on the island or?
Yeah, it's a local gig. I'll have some friends out here.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Deal Island is pretty nice this time of year.
of course. You mind giving me your address real quick? Just I'm new to the area and I really don't want to get lost.
Oh, sure. We're at. You got your phone or your pencil ready?
I'll do.
All right, it's 12130 Brittingham Lane, and of course that's in Princess Anne, Maryland. You know that.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
Can we do one where we go to L.A.?
In the 50s? Is that what you want?
Wait. You have a lovely day.
Well, you as well. Now, when will you be stopping by? Sometime today. We're closed at like 4 though. Today it's Sunday.
Okay. I'll try and make it over there before you close today. But international moving can be a bit of a hassle.
Okay. Well, we open up at 8 a.m. in the morning, so on Monday, and I'll be here. So just swing on by.
Okay. I'll definitely do that.
All right.
Thank you very much.
What was your name again?
Right. Sorry. A little bit scatterbrained. You can call me Lisa.
All right, Lisa. Well, we'll see you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yep. And she hangs up.
Hey, Lisa! Found that info. Crikey.
And before I head back down, I'm going to make a couple of tweaks to the electronics on the roof to make sure that the cell jammer is operating properly.
Alrighty. Seems to be.
Okay. So I'm going to head back down in...
You.
All right.
Well, I don't know if anybody here feels like road tripping up to Princess Anne, Maryland.
What's there?
A storage center that your friend Dan apparently called before this whole thing went down.
I mean, we could go there, but I got this whole thing figured out already.
Oh, do you now?
So we were talking about Winoka Point in 1987, but the thing about it is they got the date wrong because the Winoka Warriors was the third episode of the 5th season, and it aired in 1978.
I got that same info.
So that's definitely what we're talking about here.
I also got some other info that you guys be interested in.
I mean, it's probably less interesting than that, but...
All right, you're right. Let's forget about it. I'm going to show them my kept note. And give it to Roy to read.
Why? Just read it.
I'm giving it to you to read because we're keeping this between professionals, if you know what I'm saying.
So you want me to read this out loud?
I don't really trust Reboot or whatever the...
I'd like to point out to our viewers at home who are not...
There's no one at your home watching.
Who are hearing this audioly, how stupidly Detox is spelled. There's like a 3 in there and a 0, and it's just dumb.
Thank you. Have a good night.
All right, I'll read this note. Give it to me.
How do I do that?
He already has access to it.
Oh, okay. With all the changes.
What's the note? What's it called?
It's
called
Keep Note.
Note.
It's at the very top of the...
Oh, you added to it. That's what... Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
What did you find out, Detox?
One of the numbers leads to a place called Somerset Self Storage, and they are located out in Princess Anne, Maryland. I don't know what your friend was doing out that way.
Oh, I thought you had tabs on him and you knew everything he was doing. My number led to some boating fishing thing, so I assume we can do some bass fishing while we're out that way. I didn't leave a message. I probably should have.
What was did you get an address by chance?
I did. It's something I managed to do. They're at to 130 Brittingham Lane. I'm trying to figure out what kind of travel time we have here. Give me a second.
It's called Google Maps, dummy. I thought you were supposed to be some tech whiz, bro.
So
Right.
it looks like it's going to be maybe a 7.5 hour drive.
What did you find out, Roy? Other than it's a fishing place, and did you get any more information?
I mean, I have it, but I didn't write it down. And I'm not making that up. I got more info. I'm just gonna wait so I can impress you with it later.
Okay. Well, I'm wondering if they're tied together. We got an address for the
Isn't your
storage.
sister? Isn't she a big fan of fishing?
I'm gonna walk away.
Well, I'm at my computer. Can I plug what was it, Kingfish Charters, into a search engine and see if I can find like if they have a web page or a Facebook page or?
Go ahead.
I dare you.
Do it, bro.
I double dog dare you.
All right. So I'm going to sit back down at my computer and just plug Kingfish Charters in and see what comes up when I look.
And maybe their phone number. Have you ever used Google Maps before?
You're being beaten on the technology scale by Roy Arroyo. How's that feel?
What are they doing using MapQuest?
It's Apple Maps, you jackass.
Yeah. Everybody knows that Apple Maps is the best.
Especially if you want to go into water, which we do.
Last time I was on a boat, I smoked a lot of pot. This time I'm gonna do heroin.
Rosita.
Rosita.
Rosalind. Oh, wait.
Not her
So
name.
any luck, Detox? Plugging that into your Google search?
Not plugged into
Literally
your
just
Google
Google it, bro.
search.
There is actually a Kingfish Charters, but it's the wrong phone number. So
Oh no. I called the phone number. It said it wasn't an active number. I could have told you that.
Well, they could have changed the number. What's the address?
let's see here. Kingfish Charters. They do sport. They're up in the Chesapeake Bay in North Beach, Maryland.
That's an expensive ferry right there.
Yes, it is.
We should swim it.
You want to try and swim all the way to?
So you do actually manage to figure out that there is a second branch of that Kingfish Charters. It's that's probably why you're having such difficulty finding it. But you do manage to figure out that a couple of the numbers were transposed, probably because the keeper purposely did that so that Gabe wouldn't call it. You do find that it is located on Deal Island.
Okay, looks like our charter company has a Facebook page. I'm not surprised everyone does. According to this, they are on Deal Island. Wow.
Deal?
Deal. Deal. As in, let's make a.
So not eel or veal.
No.
I feel lied to.
What's their address?
What
is it?
8925 Deal Island Road. Deal Island, Maryland, 21821.
Deal Island.
Is that where Howie Mandel lives?
Let's say Deal Island. Let's make it.
That's where Monty lives.
Oh, that hall.
I've seen this episode.
So it's close to our storage facility. Still going to be about a 7.5, 8 hour drive.
Between the storage facility and the fish place?
No, between where we are and the storage facility and fishing place.
What's a where you are? Well, I think we should leave first thing in the morning.
Looks like they run flights from out of Boston to Ocean City, which is not far of a drive from there to our destination. So if you want to hop a small flight, we can make it in 3 hours and 50 minutes.
How about
We
a
don't
regular
fly.
size?
We drive. Auto.
All right.
Okay. Then it's going to be about 8 hours. 8 hours.
Well, if we're driving, we should go tonight.
We
Fine.
should
I
go
wanna-
right
I want
now.
a full day right off the bat.
I'm good to go whenever.
All right, I'm gonna
I
go
just
pack a
gotta stop
bag.
home.
Some people call it a sack. And then meet back here in what, hour?
Yeah, I just gotta stop
When?
home. I don't know. You know how it is with my house. Could be an hour, could be 6.
All right, we'll meet back here in 2 hours. Everybody eat. We're getting on the road and going. All right, now everybody put your hands in. Put your hands in.
Shotgun.
Detox. Detox. Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Road trip!
Jack is dumb.
I'm standing right behind him, holding the keys up in the air. You might want these.
Grab the keys out of Detox's hands.
I punch Detox in the face for being condescending.
And I'm going to be like, Roy, you want to ride or not?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I
Come
shotgun.
on!
Shotgun.
You're sitting in the back by yourself. You get in the car
No.
and lock the passenger door.
I bust the window out and climb in.
I take the broken glass and stab him in his jugular. Podcast over.
Nicely done. Okay, so Jack and Roy pile into Jack's car. Detox, what are you doing?
I already have my go bag set. I always have one just in case I need to get out ASAP. And so I'm waiting for them to come back. I'm going to use the back door that I dropped onto Roy's cell phone to delete the pin that he has for the location of the clinic.
Nice.
I'm going to give Jack a couple hours, and then I'm just going to show up outside of his condo. Just kind of
I
Be
will
waiting for him.
Shoot him, Jack. He's
All right, so
trespassing.
Jack drops Roy off to pack a bag and let his family know where he's going to be, and presumably leave some sort of message at the office where you guys are going to be, right? There's all this
No.
backstory you got to fill out.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me what you're doing. Tell us-
Well, where is our official standing? Are we still on leave? We're
Well,
still on leave.
as of
right?
last episode, you guys were relegated to paperwork, right?
Right.
You were working.
Okay, but we're like stuck in the office behind a desk type.
Essentially, yeah. Think of the
Okay,
X-Files.
okay.
You're in the basement
Yeah.
dealing with cold cases and baloney paperwork.
Oh, I love bologna. Can we have mustard too?
Yep. And keep in mind, it's Agent Akeley who is in charge now.
Mm-hmm.
Assistant Director Agent Akeley took over from Sharon Skinner.
Got it. I got to think about how to do this.
I got it. Don't worry.
All right. As I'm pulling up to drop Roy off, I'm like, how we gonna get this covered at work?
Oh, don't worry.
Well,
I have a surefire way to get any amount of time off work I ever need.
We're both on thin ice, so I think I'm just gonna take a couple personal days. I think they'll
You can do
expect
that. You go ahead. I have my plan. My 1-step plan.
Oh,
that
cool! I
always
like it.
works. What?
No, I like your idea. Sorry, ever since the shotgun incident, I've had trouble with the volume of my voice sometimes.
I've noticed that because you're really quiet.
And now someone's typing, so I gotta go to a whole nother app to see what was being said. Give me a second here. All right, so you take care of your end. I'll take care of mine, and
Yeah.
I'll come back and get you in about 2 hours.
All right, cool.
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna drop Roy off.
All right, you drop off Roy and proceed to your condo. You get packed in 2 hours. Eat something.
My hands are handcuffed.
fuzzy handcuffs.
I'm gonna make a bologna with some mustard. Pack a bag. Check my mail. Make sure nothing came through. And look down at my watch. See, I got about 15 minutes to get back over to Roy's. And I'm going to pop the door open, walk out.
All right, and you see a figure lounging.
And that's what I'm going to do.
You see a figure lounging against your car.
Oh, it took you long enough.
Okay, so I take it you know everything about us. We know nothing about you.
Something to that effect.
Why don't we use this road trip to change that? Hop in the back.
You know, you're lucky. I was thinking about fussicking around your drawers, but I decided that might not be a...
You keep your hands off my drawers.
Yeah, wasn't worth my time anyway.
All right, I'm going to get in the car. Make sure the detox is in the back. And head over to Roy's.
And I guess we have to time jump back 2 hours because he just skimmed over what I do with my day. Plus, he didn't even call the bureau in his plan, but whatever.
I have a plan. It's not done yet.
Wow.
I want to see what you did first.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll do my thing in my 2 hours, so.
Roy, tell us about how you prepare.
All right. What time of day is it?
It's currently, let's say, around 1 o'clock.
All right, so only a couple of the kids are home. That's good.
On a Sunday.
So I roll up into my house.
Did you miss church again?
Oh, no. It is Sunday, isn't it? I'm going to be in so much trouble. So, okay, I got a plan. I roll up into my house.
Mm-hmm.
Greta's sitting there.
Right,
hey, Greta, where were you? I was at church. Where were you?
We were at church.
You must have been at the wrong church.
Oh, my God. I've heard this story so many times.
I told you that I go to Holy Family. It's not my fault that you can't coordinate.
This is the last time, Roy. I'm not going to make any more excuses for you.
Look, the priest loves me. You know that.
I think there's laws against that.
Nah, I'm a grown adult.
Oh, consenting? Oh, Lord.
Hey, Dad, you're in deep trouble this time.
I don't believe it. What's she gonna do to me? Make me have more kids?
Hey, Dad, you missed all the fun today. I managed to slip a firecracker into the communion plate when it was passing, and it got all the way down to Mrs. Jones before it exploded in her face. You should have seen the look on her face. It was incredible.
You know what? She probably deserved it. You are rising up in the ranks on my list of favorites.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Dad, where's that put me?
You're still number one, don't worry.
Okay, good, because I'm going off to college pretty soon.
Yeah, I know.
I need that
you're
money.
going to be the first Arroyo ever to even talk about going to college, so...
Well, I was just thinking about talking about it for a while. Then maybe going eventually, I don't know.
Your uncle got banned from Notre Dame for setting the lawnmower on fire, so... You've really made it.
Yeah, but they deserved it.
They probably did, man. Touchdown Jesus. Alright, so I'm going to be going away for a while.
Again?
Yeah, you know, I got a good job here.
But I made ham for dinner.
Whoa, wait, you made ham?
Yes. From scratch. I killed it myself.
I can delay this trip.
Yeah, detox, I'm out.
Can we have your ham for brunch?
Oh, I suppose so, I guess. Kids sit at the table.
All right.
Okay.
We'll eat this brunch.
So where are you off to this time?
Oklahoma or something like that. All right, kids. I'm going to be in Oklahoma, so Raymond's the man of the house as usual.
Okay.
Why
Dad,
are you going to be in Oklahoma?
Because I have a job. What do, you deadbeat?
not even old enough to have a job. I get up and run away from the table.
When I was
My
8 years old,
God.
I had 6 jobs.
Such a trauma queen.
I know.
You heard
I'm
him,
convinced
Rhonda.
he's not mine.
Rhonda, you heard him. I'm in charge while he's gone.
Whatever. Look,
Like,
I'm
nobody
gonna
likes-
head out. I don't eat meat anymore. You know I've gone vegan.
That ain't gonna fly in this house. I mean, if you want to not eat meat, you can have some of the mashed potatoes that come with every meal, but beyond that, your mom's making meat. And I will not ask her to make 2 dinners, young lady. She works a little bit sometimes.
Fine. And I'll just take the credit card and I'm gonna go down to the new vegan tofu sushi place down the road.
No. That's gentrification, and I will not have that in this household. You know what cousin Ronnie did. You know that he threw that Molotov cocktail through their window. And I had to look the other way on that, pretending like it didn't happen, because we will not have gentrification. And
My God, Dad, you're ruining my life.
good.
You know, all the other cool kids are vegan too.
Guess what? Arroyos aren't cool. We don't care what other people think of us, and that's our appeal. Rhonda, you have a gift. You were born as an Arroyo, meaning that you're supposed to be a dick to everybody. And you're throwing that away by caring what popular kids think of you?
Rhonda's just gonna give him that, teenage angst glare.
Nice.
Fine. You know what? I'm just gonna go to my room and make up stories about myself for the internet so I can get attention.
Good. That means I have to give you less attention.
Now, if you excuse me, there's some snowflake out there who I need to crush. And then she's just gonna hop up from the table and head back down to her room and slam the door.
I miss the family.
All right, I think that's good enough for the Arroyos. So pretty soon, I think, Jack, you're going to pick him up, right?
That
Yeah,
is
I gotta
correct.
make my phone call
Go ahead
to the
and make your
bureau.
phone call.
All right. I will leave the dinner table after I've eaten. I'll leave all the kids crying and walk into the attic because it's the only place I can get any goddamn peace and quiet. And I'll make a call to the bureau.
All right. And it's Sunday, so there's going to be very few people there. Most of the folks that you deal with on a regular basis wouldn't be staffing the bureau, but you do get the call center.
Good. Yeah, can you direct me to HR?
Well, they're not in. They're Monday through Friday.
Okay, well, can you leave a message for me?
Well, absolutely. Let me transfer you to their voicemail, and off you go to the voicemail.
All right, refresh my memory. We don't have anyone from HR known, do we?
No,
I
not
can make up a
necessarily.
name here. All right, I'm
Yeah,
going to
you
make up a name
whatever,
here.
yeah.
All right, Chief Geronimo. So here's the deal. You know me. Royo here. Greta's pregnant again. I got to take a couple weeks off. Sorry about the inconvenience, but I forgot that she was pregnant and she's just gone into labor, so I'll be in a couple weeks. Thanks. See ya.
Great. And just as you hang up the phone, you hear Jack pull up outside.
That's a loud. All right. Then I'll head outside to the car.
As I'm waiting for him to come out, I'm on the FBI website under the Human Resources tab, and I'm sending in my 1 week of sick time.
Wow. A whole
You're
week
not
ahead
sick.
of time? Not sure that's a thing.
Personal business days.
Okay, so PTO.
All right, let's go. I put in the address for the summer rest storage.
Huh.
All right.
So, what are our plans when we get there? Detox, I want to hear from you.
Well, the lady at the storage place is expecting me to show up sometime. I told her I was looking to move into the area and I wanted to rent a unit. So she said she would be willing to give us a tour. So I'm thinking if you two can distract her, I can swing around the back and pull up the records in the computer system and grab any info they have on Dan. Should give us his unit number, how much he paid, what kind of storage unit he has, all that good stuff. And then once we figure out where he's at, we just need to get into the unit and we can see what he's been hiding.
Well, he's pretty smart. You really think he's going to use his real name? He's not Dan Williams, but there could be 10 or 15 Dan Williams in that area. I don't know. Roy, you know of any aliases that he's used?
I mean, one time he told me his name was Clem Gerardo, but that was just some weird internet thing, so...
Well, we might want to try it. You never know.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, what are the odds that there's another Dan Williams in the world?
No, I'm just saying he might not have used his name, Roy.
That's true.
If he's trying to hide we don't follow, obviously. He's trying to cover tracks.
Look, if we're already going to be stealing things, we could just take all the keys. Figure this out easier.
So we're just going to open every storage unit and hope we find something that says Dan Williams on it?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure
if we open one that just has a motorcycle in it and nothing else, no paperwork? We're going to assume it's his?
Free motorcycle.
Oh, Roy, why don't you work on getting us a place to stay for tonight? I'd like us to all be in the same room, if y'all don't mind.
That's a little weird. You guys can be in the same room. I'm going to get my own.
Roy, I might need another set of eyes tonight.
They'll wear glasses. Fine. But we're getting two... If we can't get a room with more than 2 beds, you guys are sharing.
Oh, I don't mind sleeping in a chair. Done it several times.
All right. I'm sure there's a screen door in the area. There usually is. They're the most reliable hotel in the nation.
All right, you booked that. So Detox, give me a little background on yourself.
While they're squabbling about where to stay, I'm gonna pull out my laptop, go online, and book us 3 rooms at the local Screen Door Inn.
Nice.
We're not staying locally, dumbass. We're going to another 8 hours away.
You don't need to worry about the accommodations. I just booked us 3 rooms. Well, I didn't book us. I booked us 3 rooms, but you can thank. Look down at my screen, Mrs. Lindsay Shipshire of Eureka, Oregon, for paying for all rooms tonight.
Did you just commit a crime in front of 2 FBI agents in my back seat?
Allegedly. You really have no proof of that?
Cancel it now.
Dude, that's awesome.
See, he gets it.
Roy?
Yeah, I mean, cancel it. Don't cancel it.
Roy, why don't you call and book our 1 room? Detox, I want you to cancel that now, or this trip's over.
I'm gonna just see how this plays out inside of the winner.
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Put your eyes on the road, dude.
Your choice. And I'm going to open my laptop, type around on the keyboard for a couple of minutes, and close it.
Okay, cool.
Here you go.
All right.
Never do anything like that in my presence again.
The next time I do that, I'll make sure that Roy is here and you're not.
I'll pull out my speed dial and call up the Screen Door Inn and book them.
Yeah, Screen Door Inn.
Yeah, I'd like a room in Maryland.
All right. Are you one of our
Closest
frequent visitors?
Yes.
And what's
I
your
have
name?
the platinum card.
All right. And what's your name?
Royal.
Oh, God. Oh, Mr. Royal. I see your plaque on the wall here. We absolutely. When will you be in?
We'll be in by tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning? Okay. So you don't need anything tonight?
Yeah, I guess we could go for tonight. Maybe just streamline a little.
Okay, great. And let me take. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. We're all booked up.
Well, look, I don't. I don't want to have to call your supervisor.
Oh no, that's fine. I'm sure we can find something. Just show on up, and I'll see what I can do.
I'm sure there's some non-essential guests in that hotel.
Yes, sir. I'll see what I can do. What
Yeah.
time will you be here?
What time? I need a timestamp. Where are we at right now? Like 3
Around 9
p.m.
o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Sound
That's
right,
when
right.
guys?
We'll get there. We'll get there about 9.
Isn't that what I said? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Yeah, we'll be getting it around 9.
Okay. Well, I'll look for you then.
All right. Thank you.
Goodbye, Mr. Arroyo.
Goodbye.
We all set?
Yeah, we're good.
What was the non-essential stuff you were talking about?
You know how I am with the screen door in.
I do. Are we all set?
Yeah, we got a room.
All right.
All right. So I assume you keep driving, and you arrive at Princess Anne, Maryland.
No alligators?
No alligators. No. No one's chasing you.
Damn.
Nothing to worry about.
Damn.
Oh,
And
I wanted him to make another terrible drive auto roll.
you pull up to the screen door in, and it's like a beacon in the dark night. Just
Yes.
shining, beautiful. Everything is screen doors.
Yes. You see everybody.
And there's a very nervous-looking fellow out by the curb, wringing his hands as you pull up.
Does he answer them or just ring them?
He
Hello?
he glances at Roy in the passenger seat and kind of, just very nervously wrings his hands, and you can see those weird smile flashing across his face.
Yeah. What's up?
Oh, Mr. Arroyo, God, it's so good to meet you. I've heard so many things.
Yeah, I am. I give you a lot of business. I'll give you that one.
Well, yeah. I did. You're in luck, sir. I did have a booking that occurred today, late in the day. So I went ahead and canceled those 3 rooms, and I gave you those 3 rooms. So you should be all set.
All right. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, no problem. If you wouldn't mind, I need to keep out here. If you got your bags, okay. The keys are in on the desk, and feel free. You know your way around. I just need to keep an eyeball out for in case those other people come.
All right. You do that. It'd be nice if they could not bother us. I'd appreciate that.
Yes, that's why I'm here, to make sure that they don't bother you. I'm trying to remember what their name was. What was their name, Matt? What was the
I
name?
believe it was Miss Lindsay Sheepshire.
Lindsay Sheepshire. Yes, I'll make sure the Sheepshires don't bother you at all once they arrive.
That does sound like a scummy group, so I appreciate you looking out for it.
Not at all. Not at all. There is also the complimentary gift basket in your room.
Thank you. This is why I stay here. You know how to treat a man.
Oh, absolutely. And the masseuse should be in shortly. So enjoy your stay.
Thank you. Hey. Ty, right?
What's that?
Ty, I was talking to
To the dude?
character about the masseuse, yeah.
Oh, yes, Ty. The 2 young ladies you requested will be. That's in your profile. So they should be there shortly.
Thank you. Appreciate
You're
it.
most welcome. Most welcome.
Have
Roy,
a good one.
you are ridiculous.
Good night. Good night. Anything else you guys want to do before any housekeeping before the morning?
I'm going to grab my key and grab Roy's key and walk with Roy to his room.
Okay.
All right.
And step out of the car, look around. It's not the most angsty place I've ever been to, but if it have to do with it, I'll have to deal with it.
And
Roy.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm going to need your help tonight. I don't
Yes.
trust this. I don't trust Detox. We're walking, obviously separated. I'm gonna be on one side of the room. You'll be on the other room. Sandwich in the middle will be detox.
That's fine by
We're
me.
gonna have a detox sandwich. So I need you to sleep light tonight so we can make sure that nothing's going on.
You know me, I always sleep light.
Can you do me that favor that you did that one time and get rid of the internet?
Yeah.
Right. I don't want any plans made without us knowing.
All right. I can talk with Tracy up at the front desk.
All right, appreciate that. Well, get a quotation fingers. Good night's sleep.
All right. All right. And now, hey, Jack.
Yeah.
Enjoy living the VIP lifestyle for once.
I'm actually excited. I haven't had a massage in like 2 years, so this is great.
All right. Detox, would you like to do anything?
Before I walk into the room, I'm going to walk up behind them. Either you happen to know where there's a Macca's around here. I'm kind of hungry.
A Mac OS. We use PCs here.
Now, I'm looking for a Macca's. I want to get some food. Unless this place
Roy.
is room service.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know what a Macca's is. Is that like a McDonald's?
Yeah. No, you're right. That's what you call it here. Sorry, I keep forgetting.
I don't think anywhere on earth calls it a Macca's.
A McDonald's? Hey, you got a gift basket in your room. Check that first.
Fine with me. I'm going to walk up and walk into my room and close the door.
All right. So, Roy, of course, you walk into your room and it's beautifully laid out. It's fit for a king. You see the most massive gift basket you've ever seen. It has beer and wine in it, along with chocolates and cheese, and the bed has been laid out with silk sheets. And unfortunately, everything is screen doors so everybody can see everybody. It's, and so you wave to Jack through the wall, and
How's my gift basket look?
Actually, you don't have anything.
What the?
Yours looks like a very standard hotel room,
Roy.
as does Detox's.
Roy. I gotta yell through the screen door through Detox's room. Roy.
What?
I'm not raising my voice though, because I don't need to. Hey, can you call down to the front desk? I didn't get a basket.
Are you a platinum member?
I just figured the perks, traveling with you.
Look, if there's time, I'll send the masseuses over when they're
Okay.
done.
All right.
Right now, I need to talk to Tracy on at the front desk quick. Maybe
Okay.
I'll mention it, maybe I won't.
All right.
And then
All right.
Then I gotta prepare for my massage. So
And
Can I
Detox,
walk?
you can hear every single thing they're saying. Since your room is in the middle.
Just remember, Roy. Keep an eye.
I guarantee I will see if something goes on, Jack.
All right. Sounds good.
Now, hey, do me a favor. I'm helping you out with keeping an eye. You do me a favor.
Yeah.
When I'm getting this massage, you watch.
Oh, I will. Oh, hey, Detox, how you doing?
All right, and I'm gonna head down to the front desk real quick.
All right. You traipse on down the hallway. And you see Tracy behind the counter. Hey, what's up?
I'll lower my
It's
voice.
me, Tracy.
I'll lower my voice because I don't want people hearing.
Oh, no problem. Lower
All
away.
right, Tracy. Go ahead, Tracy. All right, so here's the deal. I can't have internet going on in this hotel tonight.
Internet?
Yep,
Okay.
you gotta turn it on.
Oh, turn off the internet? For how long?
Look, it's FBI business.
I don't know.
Hey,
Why don't you go ahead and give me a
do you
roll?
want me?
Either
What?
persuade or intimidate, one or the other.
He goes back to the gift basket and gets a roll.
I was definitely gonna use. Is there a instead of persuade or intimidate? Can I use my my clout with the company?
No?
Is that a rule I
That's
can
not a
make?
rule.
She goes, no.
All right, I'll do a persuade then.
Good luck.
Dang, I needed a 50. I got a 73. That's a
Spend the
fail.
luck. Oh,
Oh, well, I'm sorry, sir, but privileges don't extend that far.
All right. I'll keep that in mind when I'm giving my yearly report of the screen
It's not
door.
something we can really do corporate controls at anyways. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I have a good relationship with corporate, and you should know this.
Okay, please put it in your feedback form. That'd be fine.
We will see how your stock options are doing after this visit, won't we?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll remember this, Tracy.
Okay, have a good night.
Yep. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Make sure I get those towels.
Okay, yeah, the wet ones. Got it.
Yep.
Roy,
All
what
right.
about the gift basket?
Oh yeah. Hey. And look, it's not that big of a deal. Like, don't spend much time on it. But Jack Whiteside, 2 doors down from mine, was kind of complaining that the perks didn't extend to him because he is my guest after all.
Oh.
So if you get a chance, if you could just whip up a little something, I'd appreciate it. It would probably make me not mad anymore.
Okay.
Like I would probably get
Yeah,
over what I
absolutely.
just said instantly.
Absolutely, sir. No problem. We'll take care of that right away.
I appreciate it. I love the screen door, and you're doing a good job.
Thank you, Mr. Royal.
All right.
All right, so you head back to your room, and soon there's a knock on your door, and 2 lovely young ladies of Asian persuasion enter your room, and we'll fade on you there. And then shortly after that, there's a knock on Jack's door.
don't get too excited, big guy.
But of course, you can see
That's
right
enough.
through the door, so you see
That is enough, all right.
you see Tracy slink away from your screen door, and out in the hallway is a gift basket.
All right. I'm going to try to get a grape through the screen.
Well, actually, it contains 1 can of Fresca and a Twix bar.
Nice.
That's all they could whip up, unfortunately.
Nice.
On such short notice.
All right. So I'm going to open the screen door, grab the basket. Say, detox.
Yeah.
You want half?
Depends on if you're planning on sharing the Twix bar or the Fresca.
I'll share both. We got these little plastic cups. Come on over.
Oh, that's so good.
Hey,
Plus,
we
I don't know
faded
about
on
you,
you, buddy.
I don't need to be next door to him all night.
I don't blame you.
So I'm gonna hop out of my bed, set my laptop down, close the lid, and walk over to Jack's room.
All right. So you guys enjoy a little late night snack, and we'll fade the scene there. So, unless there's anything you want to do in the middle of the night that's of use, we'll fade to morning.
I'm going to get up and go pee at about 3.
No.
Is that useful?
4:30.
All right. So moving along.
5:15.
Morning.
Damn.
All right. So the next morning dawns, and it is
Fresca!
It is Monday. What time do you guys get your act together?
Per usual, I'm up and ready by 6.
All right.
10.
6:10. Roy, I'll be ready.
6:10.
6:10's good. Sleeping in 6:10. All right.
I'm gonna be up and ready to go by 6:30.
Yeah.
They gotta wake me up is when I'll get up.
Nice. Okay. So let's say, just for the sake of argument, around 8 o'clock you can hit the road.
Yeah.
And how long does it take to get to Somerset Self-Storage from Princess Anne? Or, I'm sorry, you guys are right there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, great. So
We walk across the street.
you walk across the street. Actually, it's probably about a couple miles down the road. No big
All right.
deal. So you can drive there. So you pull up to. Actually, it opens up at what we say 8 o'clock.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you pull up and you see the typical chain link fence. There is a little office and then a bunch of storage units in the distance.
All right. I'm going to do a drive-by first before we pull in.
Okay, everybody's dead. You killed him. Way to go.
Now, you sneak around. Detox. I'm going to drive down the street, do a U-turn to come back, pull off to the side of the road about a quarter mile back and turn around, put my arm up on the seat with a gun. And be like, how do you suppose that guy in the back had a gun, Marvin? I'm going to just do a glance over my shoulder at Detox and say, get to it.
All right. Either you want to come with,
You got this.
okay. I'm going to hop out and I'm going to head to the main office of the storage facility.
I am going to drive up to the main office and...
So you both go to the main office.
If I remember correctly, the plan was to sneak in the back while we distract in the front. Are we not doing that?
I have to get to the computer.
So
Remember, I have to pull the
right, but
records
I
off
have
the
to pull
computer
the
so I
person
know where
out.
to go.
I have to pull the person out of the office before you walk into the office, correct or no? Maybe we should get back in the car and figure out what our plan is.
Don't worry, I'm good at distractions.
Okay. Well, somebody else take over then. Roy, it's all you.
Here's what we're going to do. She's expecting me to show up. I'll say that you're a couple of friends who are helping me move in. And then from there, you two have to get her out of the office long enough for me to be able to pull the information off the computer.
All right, I got it. Let's go.
Okay, so we're all going to get out and walk into the main office.
All right. And you see a middle-aged woman who is clearly hard at work behind her desk that's piled high with yellow photocopies of rental agreements. And she is quite engaged in Candy Crush at the moment. And she barely looks up when you come in. She's like,
I elbow.
just a second. I just got to make one more. Okay, I got it. Okay, hi.
How are you? Elbow Roy.
Good day.
Not look the whole time.
I recognize that accent.
Yeah, I told you I'd be by.
France,
That's
right?
pretty
France.
racist.
Yeah, it's France. I told you I was the one who called you. Asked if I could swing by for a tour of the facility.
Yeah.
These are two of my friends. I'm going to point to Jack. This is Paul Walker, and this guy over here, his name is Vincent Diesel.
Too soon.
Too soon. Nice to meet you, Paul and Vin. That's a very nice, very unusual name, Vin. That's sounds like a car almost. So Lisa, right? Lisa?
Yes.
Yes, I did remember. I jotted that down. Did you get my email okay? Were those rates okay for you?
Yeah, that'll work. Like I said, I just brought some friends in to kind of have a look around to make sure that I'm going to feel okay leaving my stuff here for a while.
Oh, sure.
I'm just a little bit picky when it comes to some of my things. They have sentimental value.
Okay, yeah.
I'll lean over to Jack and say, Lisa, you hear that?
Mm-hmm. I just do a nod and say, mm-hmm.
Well, what can I tell you? Would you like a tour? I mean,
tour would be great.
Oh,
hey guys,
show us your biggest unit.
You cool with checking the place out? She said she'd give us a tour.
Give us two what?
Well, yeah. Let me just. I'm gonna lock up the office, and why don't you guys come with me, and we'll go tour the grounds.
All right, sounds good.
You know what? If you don't mind, give me a second. I'm gonna pull my phone out and tap something. It's gonna start ringing. This is the moving company. It should be about some of my stuff that got lost.
Oh.
Well, they might have lost it. They weren't quite sure. So if you don't mind, I'm just gonna hang here for a second and make sure that they found everything. Okay, if that's all right with you.
Well, I suppose. So what kind of roll are we gonna do here?
I don't know. Something fun. Strength.
Throw.
It wouldn't be really persuasion, would it?
There's no lie. Psychology?
That might be good.
I have a 10 in psychology.
Well, it doesn't matter what you have. That's what you're doing. You could do animal handling.
Charm.
I'm going to use my
Dodge.
my archaeology skills.
Probably
Because
not.
obviously this place is being run by a dinosaur. Everything on
Right?
Knew it!
Right?
I guess I can try and
Sorry,
persuade. I have a 10.
Ooh, it's not very good.
So I doubt this is going to work. And it did not.
You
I
got
rolled
it.
a 59.
Yes, you did. Do you want to do anything with that roll?
No, because
Push your
Push
roll.
the roll.
Well, I'm sorry, Lisa. It's just not. It's against rules, company rules. I just
that's
need to
fine.
lock up for security. There's too many papers in here. You
That's fine.
understand. You understand.
Yeah, no, I get it.
All right. Well, come on out. Oh, you can take your call outside. That's fine.
Okay. So I'm gonna head out.
Okay. And she locks the office door behind her and goes up and punches some numbers on the gate, and it opens up, and she leads you into the grounds of where all of the containers are.
I'll lean over to
So I'm
Detox.
gonna be kind of mumbling on my phone for a couple minutes. You know what? I'm gonna pull my phone down. You know what? This is a little worse than I thought it would be. I trust these two guys, so why don't you two give a walk around the facility and tell me what you think? You should know if it's good or not. I'm gonna go sit in the car and try and work out these idiots who keep losing all my stuff.
All right. Here's my keys, so you can get back in the car. We'll take a
Thanks.
look and take some notes down about size and stuff.
I swear these moving companies run by a bunch of deep sticks. And I'm going to put my phone back up to my mirror and start talking like angrily, and I'm going to start walking back towards the car.
Okay.
I have a backup plan.
Uh-oh.
So I'll stop Detox before he goes back to the car, and I'll say, close under my breath, if this doesn't work out, I have a backup plan. So come get me and act like you need the music, whatever you're doing.
Good to know.
If it doesn't work,
Look, I just need you to get her around the corner where she can't see me. It might work a little better that way.
well, your first plan didn't work out well, so
That's why I always come with multiple plans.
What are you guys talking about?
All right. So Detox heads back towards Jack's car, and the young lady is. She's so, gentlemen, tell me a little more about yourself. My name's Kathy. I'm the manager here.
How long you work here, Kathy?
Oh gosh, it's been. God, I hate to say this, but almost 20 years.
Well, why would you?
you don't
hate
look
to
a
say
day
that?
over 60.
Thank you, sir. Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet.
I saw you were playing Candy Crush.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of addicted. I mean, I'm on level 312.
Whoa!
know,
I have never
I
played
know.
that game.
I just don't have much to do here. I fill paperwork and do a little bit of cleaning, but there's just not much to it.
Yeah, it's really just watching the place. I bet.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, what is it you guys would like to inspect? I can show you the number of. Do you know what size she needs?
Probably the largest that you got. To be honest with you.
Okay, well, come on over
Yeah.
here. I've got a demo I can show you. It's an empty one, and she leads you
How
off
many
toward-
rows do you have at this here storage facility?
How many rows?
Yeah, how many rows of
so we have. I'm not even gonna bother pulling that up. We have we have approximately 99 storage units of different sizes, and as you can
Put a
see,
picture
the
in.
buildings here are in. We have 5 rows. So
Well, I know her, and I know that she usually hauls light, and she doesn't like to inconvenience other people. So she probably would rather it be in the back, so that way someone who has bigger stuff has less travel to do.
Okay. Well, we are at 60% capacity, so there is a little bit of a problem there. We if she needs a large unit, I only have 3 available. So we'll talk about that. But once we're back at the office, let me just show you what the basic unit looks like, and then we can go from there.
Around the corner, I'm going to head up to the door to the office, swivel my head real quick to make sure there's nobody around, and I'm going to pick the lock to the office door.
All right, give me that roll.
I needed a 60 and I rolled a 56. That is a success.
All right.
I was gonna kick the door down.
Backup plan. So you quickly pick the lock and go right in. She didn't bother to set any kind of alarm, even if there is one. But you managed to squeak inside.
Awesome. So I'm gonna hop behind the desk real quick. Does it? So it looks like all of their stuff is on paper. They don't have like a digitized computer system here,
No,
do
they
they?
definitely do have a computer. Hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna head over to the computer and see if I can't work my way into the computer to pull any digital records they might have.
All right. And so what role would that be?
Um, wouldn't that be computer use?
It would.
Yeah. Mech repair.
I needed a 70. I rolled a 26. That is a hard success.
So you very easily decipher the password. What is that password?
Well, I look around and I notice that her monitor is surrounded by pictures of this cat. Same cat, really overweight, orange striped tabby. And I go and I flip up one of the photos and it says Mr. S'mores on the back of the photo. So I pull up the login, I type in Mr. S'mores and hit enter, and it goes right in.
Nice. So you are into her files.
Okay, I'm going to see if they pull up like their records and look for. Well, first we're going to look by just looking for a Dan Williams and see if anything shows up.
Nope. You do find a Sarah Williams, but no Dan.
Okay. And then even though I know it was a joke, I'm going to look up the name that Roy gave me earlier when we were talking about aliases.
Clem Girardi.
Nope. There's absolutely, that doesn't have a match at all.
Okay. So I guess next step would be sorting them by. Is there a way to sort the records by date?
Sure, absolutely.
Start with the more recent ones.
Yes. There's been just maybe like 2 within the last 3 weeks, because most people rent them by quarter or annual. But the one that absolutely jumps out at you is the name Blaine Manners.
Guess that kind of gives you the lie, doesn't it? So I'm going to pull up the file for Blaine Manners and make sure I get all the data down on, what unit it is, where it's located.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to grab the key for it while I'm in the office.
All right. And you very easily find the storage unit number. It's number 69.
Oh.
I don't get that.
And it is one of the largest. Actually, it's not a very large one. It's a sort of a relatively small one.
Okay.
So like 6 inches?
Well, yeah, it is Dan after all.
Okay, so I'm going to close out of the records, relock the computer, backtrack out of the office, relock the door, and I'm going to go and sit in the car and wait for them to come back around.
Okay. So Kathy very quickly shows Roy and Jack the largest unit. And it's pretty standard concrete, slightly raised, just in case there's any flooding or rainfall. And it's dry as a bone. And there's nothing spectacular about it. It is open from either side, so there are doors on either side. It's big enough that it passes all the way through the rows.
What do you think, Vin?
I love it.
Big enough?
She will definitely want this.
All right. Well,
In fact, we should go back to the office right now and start filling out paperwork.
A little smaller.
Well, sure, yeah. Follow me, and she locks
Just in
up that
case.
big one.
Just in case.
And she takes you towards one that's not quite towards the very end or back of the property, but pretty close. And unlocks it. It's a medium sized one, and it's pretty much the same.
This one's even better.
Are you sure? I mean, she did say she needed a lot to store.
Yeah, but this one's further back, and I know for a fact that that's more important to her.
Okay, all right. Well,
Roy, we might need to see the other one again. I'm not sure.
Who's Roy?
You know I'll call you that.
why do you call him Roy?
It's okay. His full name is
Is
Vin
your
Roy.
real name Siegfried?
No. He doesn't like to go by his given name. Vin
I
is his manly name.
Why don't you go ahead and give me a fast talk, buddy?
Why don't you go ahead and shut your
I
mouth?
thought I was Paul. Anyway.
Did I get it?
Not seeing anything yet.
No, that was my fast talk.
Oh, yeah, that's very nice.
I needed a 5. I got a 29.
I mean, it's not bad considering you needed a 5, but it's just not good enough.
So she sort of stops suddenly and is like, are you gentlemen, are you trying to pull something here? You're not drug dealers, are you?
Oh, ma'am. Absolutely not. I reach into my pocket and get my badge. My ID.
Okay. It says here Jack Whiteside, so your name's not Paul?
My name was Paul. Why am I the only one that knows the plan?
I thought you were Vin.
Matt pointed on his screen and pointed at Gabe as Vin. Anyway, ma'am, we're just trying to keep you out of this. We have a missing person, and it could be dangerous. And the less information you know, the better.
Okay.
Also, my friend thinks you're really pretty, and he wants to take you on a date.
Well,
Boy, come on.
I'm not real comfortable with all this, so I'm gonna have to ask you to leave, and I need to call my supervisor.
We've already called your supervisor, ma'am.
Well, I need to talk to him. And she starts backing away and has her cell phone out and starts dialing.
That's fine.
Shooter.
Damn it, Roy, not again.
We're gonna make our way back up to the main office. Roy and I are. Well, I am. I don't know.
And she's sort of walking slightly ahead of you, looking at you over her shoulder, walking faster and faster. And
I'll start chasing her.
She beats you to the office.
That's fine.
And goes inside and closes the door.
Okay.
And you see Detox sitting in your back of your car.
All right.
And I hop out of the car and walk over. So, you guys find a nice storage unit for me, or what?
Yeah, we found a good one in the back. Yeah, do me a favor next time. Don't make up names. Just use our names. It won't matter. Roy, why don't you see if you can deal with her and try to calm this little incident down. Detox, right. Let's go by the car.
I'll walk into the office.
And she's just hanging up her phone, and she's looking at you. So what is your name? For real?
It's Roy. I'm also an FBI agent.
Well, look, I just spoke to the owner, and he's going to be here in about 10 minutes, and I think you've got some explaining to do.
I'll do that explaining. I have no gripes. I just didn't want to make this... It's a very private case that I didn't want to make more public than it needed to be.
And so you used fake names?
I didn't...
Did she even want us?
Look, we used fake names because my friend is an idiot, and he came up with the plan. Because we wanted to be undercover. But undercover isn't always needed, especially when you're not doing anything illegal.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna need a fast talk from you. I'm sorry.
I'm talking slowly and not even lying to her, though.
That's why I need a fast talk.
Oh, I got a 5. I got an 88. I needed a 5. I'll spend the luck.
Look, I don't want any trouble. I would just really appreciate it if you would leave the office and wait till my owner gets here.
I'm not... I'll sit here. I'll wait.
Please, outside.
That's so weird. That's such a weird request.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm just not comfortable with you here. I think Gabe froze.
No.
Oh,
Okay,
there he goes. He's back. I'm back. Sorry. You froze up there, buddy.
Oh. Yeah, I know.
So, what's your response to her?
She said, sorry, I'm just not comfortable.
Yep.
Is that what... Okay.
With you being in the office.
All right. I'll wait outside, but you know, I make sure that your supervisor talks to me, because I'm the one leading this investigation. As you could tell by the way that I was the only one that actually knew the real plan.
Okay.
Look, you think you can out-weird me, lady? It's not gonna happen.
Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me.
I'm not gonna hurt you. My gun's at my side still. If I was gonna hurt you, I'd be waving it around like this.
And she starts dialing 911. And that's what we're going to call it.
Oh, come on. I was going to drive my car through the office. We'll take care of this shit.
Right.
Don't you think you're too?
All right, off to a good start. Good team effort.
So is that enough stuff to edit and do a full episode?
I think so. We're at 9:45, so that should be plenty more. That was good. Once we got rolling, then we got into our groove.
Hour and a half of tech issues. We're good.
All right.
I'm just having fun being the criminal.
It's fun. All right. Tune in next time for Chapter 7, Bloodlines. Now it's time for some recommendos. Please roll D100. Highest goes first.
Oh, my D is 100.
Get your D.
I rolled a 96.
Nice.
Whoa.
I rolled a 12.
I rolled a 28.
Oh, me and you. We need a roll off, Gabe.
Oh boy, it doesn't really matter.
Drum roll, please.
Okay.
I'm not last.
It's going to be...
What if I tied with Brian? Would
be
we have a roll up?
It's going to be Matt, me, Gabe, then Brian. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
So Matt, starts off, buddy.
Okay, so I know that you, Jeremy, and Brian are fans of old movies, and I'm pretty sure we probably have a lot of fans out there that are too. So I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the movie The Howling. Well, what if I told you that I'm not recommending a game this week based on that because 80s, but I am telling you that there is an 8-book comic book series out there called The Howling: Revenge of the Werewolf Queen that takes place and continues the story from The Howling 3 weeks after the events at the end of the film. It's published by Space Goat Productions.
Space Goat Coast to Coast.
Yeah. Like I said, 8 books long. It's really well done in terms of continuing the story, not only, with the characters, but it carries over the theme really well and the tone of the movie. It's the art on it and the lettering is to kind of continue that story on, and it leaves it in a really cool place. Definitely worth reading if you can find it out there.
I don't know how to read.
And what was the name of that again?
The Howling: Revenge of the Werewolf Queen.
Nice. Well, I hope the Werewolf Queen is D. Wallace Stone.
It's Queen Latifah.
Oh no! Shoot.
All right, so my recommendation for tonight, is 2015's horror film Ratter. Directed by Brandon Kramer, starring Ashley Benson, Matt McGorry, Michael William Freeman, and it is not quite a found footage film, but rather a narrative built on hijacked video tech belonging to a young woman who is being stalked. And it does a really good job of ratcheting up the tension and casting suspicion on everyone that this young lady meets as she goes off to school by herself, to college in a big city, which I believe is New York. And essentially her devices are hacked so that their audio and video becomes essentially surveillance footage that this person uses to stalk her. And it's very creepy. They do just a very good job of using tech that would actually exist. And the whole time I'm thinking about Detox, of course. And what's even more scary is that even though this film was made 3 years ago, with the hijacking of Internet of Things within the last few years, this seems to be an even more relevant horror film that resonates with our modern society. So I highly recommend the film Ratter. I think it's on Shudder. Ratter.
On Shudder.
On Shudder. Ratter on Shudder. All right. Next up, we have Gabe.
I'm also doing a comic book.
Oh, I'm out.
I as far as comics go, I've always been a bigger fan of like Image and Dark Horse rather than Marvel and DC. And even within Marvel and DC, I prefer DC Comics because I think while Marvel has more characters that are good, DC fleshes their characters out better than Marvel does. But one of my 5 favorite comic books of all time, even though it's kind of 3 completely unrelated comic books, comes from Marvel, and it's the unofficially named, but if you Google it, this name, they come up. Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale's Color series that consists of Daredevil Yellow, Hulk Gray, and Spider-Man Blue. Basically, the colors are just kind of storytelling techniques, especially with it's mostly used in Hulk Gray because it originally the Hulk's design was gray, and they actually brought that back for this. And Daredevil, his original outfit and his cooler outfit was yellow and red rather than red and red. And then Spider-Man has always had some level of blue in him, but a lot of that has to do with his spider senses being blue. But he uses the colors as a storytelling technique, and basically they're just semi-origin, semi-battling with a villain, great stories out of these 3 characters, 3 of my favorite Marvel characters in general, Daredevil being my favorite of all time. And Jeff Loeb, I'm sure comic book fans know him. He's one of the best writers of all time. And Tim Sale has one of the most unique art styles of all time, where it all looks pulpy and grainy all the time. He's my favorite artist that I know, at least at this moment, that I can think of. So check that out, the Marvel Color series.
Nice. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. All right, Bri, wrap it up for us.
Oh, there, buddy.
Yeah. Make sure you have Vaseline. It's called Paradise PD. It's an animated show, strictly for adults, as there is full nudity, drug use, and swearing. It's about a defunct police department in Paradise that doesn't do anything correctly. And it's about a son and father, and the father is the police chief, and the son wants to become an officer. But when he's little, he finds his dad's gun and goes into his parents' bedroom with it to show his dad how good he is with the gun, to find his parents having sex. The gun goes off, and it leads to some mayhem that basically his father has no faith in him to be anything but a loser the rest of his life. Mother leaves the father and the family because of it. And the son is always trying to prove to his dad that he can do it. He can be a police officer, and he'll be very good at it. Meanwhile, all this chaos is constantly going on. It is a comedy. So anybody who liked one of my earlier recommendos, F is for Family, it's right along those same lines. You will definitely dig the humor and yeah, it's really funny. I've already blown through the entire first season.
If you watched Brickleberry, it's by them.
Yes. Yep. Thanks, Gabe. Paradise PD. Check it out on Netflix.
All right. And that's
Season 1.
Fuck you. And that's it for this episode of the Lovecraft Tapes. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Music, Podbean, Spotify, Stitcher, or anywhere you download your regular podcasts. If you like what you hear, please leave us a review. Meanwhile, you can find us at thelovecrafttapes.com. Let me try that again. Meanwhile, you can find us at thelovecrafttapes.com with links to all our recommendos and social media channels, including Facebook, Reddit, YouTube, and our Discord server, where you can chat with us in real time, as I previously said. You can find me on Twitter at Lovecraft Tapes.
And if anyone knows where I can find a couple of people who can better understand and execute a plan, I'd love to replace these 2 idiots. Hit me up on Twitter at The Real Weird Kid.
And if anyone wants to teach me gun safety laws, you can hit me up at Lovecraft Gabe.
And if anybody wants to teach me how to create a tiny home inside a storage facility, I'm all up for that. You can reach me at Brian Podcast.
Well, until next time, roll for sanity.
Ha.
There's a next time?